Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. There's a lot more at stake than a championship trophy here today. There's playoff positioning and potentially just getting into the playoff on the line as well, so the stakes have never been higher. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. And here he comes, the quarterback, all eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Well, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at maximum capacity, and that usually means their opposition is in trouble. Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Looks like he's going to run it. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They don't block the defensive end. He shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Crucial 3rd down play right here.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up or take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Wolverines pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. It's a quarterback keeper. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
He's running out of time here. Down he goes, a sack.
A great call by the defensive coordinator bringing the linebacker from Wisconsin on the blitz, and he gets home for the sack. Boy, they have had as many linebackers over the years as maybe anybody in college football with the ability to rush the quarterback and come up with big sacks like this.
2nd and long for this offense after the sack. Short pass finds the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on 1st and 2nd down. So you force the offense to consistently have to try on 3rd and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, where they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
This just goes to show you everybody makes mistakes. This quarterback is looked and viewed as one of the top quarterbacks in the entire country. But even he makes a poor decision, puts the ball into coverage, and he throws an interception here early in the game.
The offense with poor field position, backed up inside their own 10. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Finding space at the 20.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback keeps it here. An out for the first, but still going. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Man, is this guy difficult to deal with or what? When your quarterback can just say, I am pulling this down and I am taking off myself on the option. He has that kind of speed. As a defense, all you can do is just say your prayers.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. 7th play of the drive coming up. Handoff from the shotgun.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll feed the back again. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
They'll kick it away here. Punt goes out of bounds. Looks like they'll spot it near the 15. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Oh, the read option here, and the quarterback keeps it. I thought he was going to get out and maybe take this downfield for big yards. The defense very fortunate to keep him to a shorter gain.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The Wolverines with 1st and 10 here. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And he's got it. And a big gain across midfield, moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Kerback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chuck play.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Wolverines are in the red zone now. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught quickly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And now they'll set up for the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They had a long drive going last time, but it stalled, looking to reach the end zone this possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually comes home with a sack.
Running it back, it's Hurtado. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
2nd down play coming up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the Wolverines pick up enough to get a first down there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space. making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
Chris, I love the call here to send the linebacker after the quarterback, and we have seen so many linebackers with the ability to rush the quarterback in their days at playing at Wisconsin. T.J. Watt stands out. Going back to Chris Borland, who had the ability to blitz. T.J. Edwards. And somehow, some way, don't you feel like you got to get J.J. Watt in here? Technically, he's a defensive lineman, but he was just so good at rushing the quarterback. We'll call him a linebacker as well.
So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Pass complete. It's second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is
breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. The pass is caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. A juke to man, but not much room to maneuver. Stopped after a small gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Methodical but effective. They're probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Now they get set to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19.
Here we go.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Scrambling. Now he'll make the throw. He's got it for a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. The receiver makes the grab. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
And they've got him.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. Critical third down play for this offense right here. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Finds his target. They pick up the first down, tackle at the 25. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. The Wolverines starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps the football. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. The back's got it. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's brought down there.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, and they go up 17-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So it's second down and long here from the 13. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. It's a fumble. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession. And the Badgers look to keep this drive moving.
You know, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags the quick throw. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. And he boots it out of bounds. Not very long. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the defense look slow that time.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass caught, 2nd down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes a quick grab. Tackle, but 1st down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. 1st down and 10 now. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And the Badgers offense is on the move now. That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And he drops back in the gun, trying to extend the play. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Can he make it to the marker? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. This one is right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. First down here for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the marker. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. They finally corral him at the 1.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
They get closer, but now they line up on third and goal from the 1. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And the defense brings him down.
Wow, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance and try to get that touchdown.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. All right, so it's 1st and 10 back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. How aggressive will he be from this spot? And that run produces a decent gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. And the Badgers will bring their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from inside the 10. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it down into scoring position, but got stopped on 4th and goal. Got to put that behind them. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man, has the 1st down. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Oh, here comes the reverse. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Caught near the goal line, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Split backfield here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
They punted 4 times already, on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this third down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Across midfield. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath cover.
Important second down play coming up. They'll run it here. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Comes up with the catch. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. From the shotgun, drops back. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. He made good on his first attempt, but this one is from 47 yards away. He missed it. And the lead remains at 21 after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. QB decides to keep it here. He's past the marker and still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers will have first and 10 here. They call the draw play here. Fights off a defender. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Wisconsin. It was a foot race and he won it. here comes the point after attempt. And then they convert the point after, but still trail by 2 touchdowns, 31-17. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Looking to throw it on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
The important third down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made over the middle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Play action here on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down. Of the marker, inches away from a first down.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
Can they keep this drive going, try to convert on third down now? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Clock for the completion. They stop him, but it's a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Wolverines looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. He's moving out of the pocket. Got space, looking to score. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Boy, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's